Hey folks, Bowen from Chronosphere here. Today, I'm going to walk through a new feature that we recently shipped called Alert Backtesting. Alert Backtesting allows you to simulate how alerts would have behaved based on real data that you've sent into Chronosphere. This helps for two critical use cases. One, it allows you to tune any existing alerts that are either too noisy or not sensitive enough to alert you to critical issues. Secondly, it also works for new monitors. That way, if there's a new service that you're standing up, or if there's a critical gap that you've identified, alert backtesting will help provide a lot more confidence as you're creating those alerts as well. So, diving into the actual demo, I'm here on a monitors page. If I go in and go to the monitor or creation or edit pane, now when I scroll down to the query section, I can see the query that the monitor is alerting on, the check interval, the time range, and most importantly, this chart that shows you the signals and the conditions that are the alerting conditions. Now, when I click this simulate alerts, I see that 3 alerts would have fired in the last hour. I can then expand this time range to see over a longer window how many alerts would have fired based on the parameters that I have set. If I say that 6 alerts is too many alerts, is way too noisy, I can then see what would happen if I were to bump up this condition to a little higher value. I now see that 3 alerts would have fired. If I'm happy with that change, I can then go ahead and update this monitor. Now note that this particular alert is managed via Terraform. That means that you can't edit it in the UI. However, we also do save the code config dynamically and automatically so that you can copy this code config and commit it to your Terraform repository for later. Now, diving into the new monitor creation use case. If I go in and create a new monitor from scratch, I can then set my query, add in see the chart, and then I look at the conditions. I don't want to set any signals, but I set an initial alerting condition. If I say that 4 alerts would have fired in this past hour, if I deem that way too high, I can then bump this value up higher, and I see that only 1 alert would have fired in this time range. If I expand it a little bit over a longer time window, okay, I see 16 alerts would have fired. So maybe that's a little too high. I can bump that even higher. And 8, potentially over 12 hours, maybe that is high enough to alert me. That way, now I can go save and then use that monitor moving forward. So there you have it, alert backtesting now in the monitor creation pane. This is rolled out everywhere, and again, works for both UI and alerts that are managed via Terraform. So try it out today and let us know what feedback you have. Thanks.